This is the world's biggest hydroelectric dam. Well, not really, and not yet. Right now, it's actually just a bunch of beautiful water rapids that Red Bull uses to prove that testosterone is a real thing. But if all goes well, this very spot might just be the epicenter of a wave of change on the African continent. China's Three Gorges, South America's Itaipu, and the USA's Grand Coulee all pale in comparison to the Democratic Republic of Congo's Grand Inga Dam. Problem is, it doesn't exist. Well, at least not yet. First proposed in the 1950s, the Grand Inga Dam will be the world's biggest hydroelectric dam upon completion. With a proposed output of 42,000 megawatts, this behemoth will dwarf the output of the current number one, China's Three Gorges Dam, which at full capacity churns out 22,500 megawatts. Not only would the Grand Inga scheme become the largest hydroelectric power station in the world, it would be the largest power station in the world, period. The Grand Inga project has had a somewhat rocky start to life. The first phase of the project began in the late 1950s and culminated with the completion of the Inga 1 dam in 1972. Another phase saw Inga 2 being completed a decade later. However, neither power station has ever operated at full capacity, with both Inga 1 and Inga 2 currently averaging below 40% output. Inga 3, or the Grand Inga Dam, was proposed in the late 90s, and after a period of political instability at the end of the last century, the DRC revived the project in the early 2000s. A memorandum of understanding was signed between the DRC and 4 other countries, namely Angola, Botswana, Namibia, and South Africa, resulting in the formation of the Western Power Corridor, WestCor, a consortium whose sole aim was to facilitate the production and distribution of power from the Grand Inga project. This proved to be a false start, though, and apart from a feasibility study completed in 2007, nothing much was done. In 2008, the DRC pulled out of the agreement, and WestCor was dead in the water. In 2013, the World Bank came aboard the project, committing to providing the finance required. Under this new agreement, South Africa would purchase 2,500 megawatts of electricity from the Congo. However, in September 2016, the World Bank canceled its support for Inga 3 after Congolese President Joseph Kabila wrestled control of the project from the assigned independent agency. Significant concerns around governance and corruption were cited as the reason for this latest setback. Lack of finance is the major reason why the Inga Dam is more than 50 years behind schedule. $80 billion is a lot of money which the DRC does not have. As such, finance for the project has to be borrowed from international financial institutions such as the World Bank or foreign governments. To compound the problem, there are also other concerns regarding the project. Many analysts view the project as a vehicle of the political elite within the DRC government to siphon money. 91% of people in the DRC have no access to electricity, and yet most of the proposed output of the dam would be directed to the copper industry and other heavy manufacturing industries, as well as for export to other African countries. Thus, the project would be of little use to the local population, who would be most negatively impacted by its construction. There are also environmental concerns. According to the World Rainforest Movement, the dam could eliminate fish migrations, as well as badly damaging silt flows, which are crucial to river ecology. The group's report added, mega projects like this often imply social, economic, and environmental disruption of people's livelihoods, lands, and life. Any environmental damage from the project could have a grave impact on subsistence farmers who depend on the flow of sediment downriver to fertilize fields and to harvest fish to supplement their diets. Despite all this, however, there has been a renewed interest in the project recently. New President Felix Tshisekedi announced that an African Heads of State meeting will be held from September to October 2020. On the agenda, among other objectives, is to discuss the current and future opportunities of the Grand Inga. It remains to be seen whether the Grand Inga Dam will become a reality. For now, it exists only as a project file in an office somewhere, waiting for its chance to shine. What do you think? Do you think the Grand Inga Dam will ever become a reality? Tell us in the comments below. If you like this video, give it a like and consider subscribing for more videos like this. Hit the bell button to never miss a video. Thanks, and see you next time.